Yeah. Hey, so I thought I'd just talk a little bit about this savings goal, and I think you've got the right attitude about it. You set yourself a goal, you figure out, you know, can I reach that goal? I wonder what the benefit is of just sort of locking it away in a bank account. I'm not convinced that keeping the cash lying around, whether it's in the mattress or at the bank, is really the best course of action. So, like, for example, if I set myself the goal of, you took 25,000, that's a fine goal. If I set myself the goal of 25,000, then I'm going to start thinking about, okay, well, where do I want to put that 25,000? I certainly don't want to keep it in the bank. So what I did is I went and I looked for a bank, and the bank that I chose had this kind of perk. If I bought 1,000 shares of that bank stock, I didn't have any minimums to keep in the account, and I didn't get any account fees. And in addition, they also, paid out a dividend. So I have the shares, and the shares go up and down as they're apt to do, but I'm not paying for any banking fees, and I get a dividend kickback with regularity. And when I do want an international bank transfer, they're there for me. So that's for example something you might want to consider. Which bank is best for you. So Muhammad, like you said, you're doing the Nicaragua thing or the the Dakota thing. That's great. You might want to think about some sort of bank that's got some visibility at both locations and has some sort of feature that allows you to want to utilize their services and see if there's something that works for you. For me, it was Banco Santander. So that's another story in itself that I won't really get into. But Banco Santander worked for me, and I don't pay banking fees. By the way, this here is a rice field, and so they flood it regularly at the beginning of the season, and then in a week or two they'll come in and they'll put in the seedlings. This whole neighborhood at one point was all rice fields. Anyway, getting back to the savings goal, I think that's fine. Me personally, I would never keep it in cash. So I bought stock in the account of the bank. When those stocks dip, I buy more. I buy precious metals. I buy precious metals from Australia. I don't pay any tax. The metals come to either my safe deposit box or another location, and I don't pay any tax on that either. And if I have other money lying around, then I start to think about, what's the best place to put it? Recently I've started considering foreclosed property. Actually, Alexis, who's also been doing some commentary about this related issues, about money and gold and silver and investing and living overseas. And I have had sort of a email conversation the last week about the benefits, the detriments. So here in Japan, we had the bubble about 20 years ago, and property values are down. They're down across the board. And you can submit a bid on a foreclosed property at 20% under the ask. That's sweet. I mean, Granted, you know, there's risk. There's risk with everything. But I think there's also risk with just keeping your money in the account. So just food for thought, and thanks for posting the video, and late.